All right, guys, I found a resort that they're gonna let me car camp in their parking lot. And they're a little bit under construction now, so there really isn't any people here. They had a party on Saturday, now it's pretty low key. So I figured I'd try like 3 nights here. I just need a safe place that's less hassle. It has a CR. And I'll show you where we're at. Here's where we're gonna stay for day 5. Kota ElTonia Mountain Resort, Canlaon. And these folks are gonna let me use their parking lot to car camp. Very cool, huh? But this is me. I got my car here and we're at the resort area and there's a gate right there where it's locked. So I kind of want to be able to do wash and hang up a line, let it set out somewhere. And it'd be nice to have a place where I can put out my little table, kind of do some things that I haven't done yet, maybe do a little cooking, put out the stove. And so this gives me the option to do that in an area that nobody's going to be offended or threatened, or like last night when I went to that land. I'll tell you about that story in a little bit, but kind of got a little bit of hassle. So we're gonna stay here for 200 pesos a night. They had a tent option if somebody wanted to do a tent for 150, but I have a car. Not that it really made that big a difference, but they asked me how much I wanted to pay and I thought, that's fair. There you go, is that you? Single but happy? Follow this way. We have access to a CR. So basically we can do a few things here that would be a little bit harder to do with some of the other areas, because I haven't found many areas yet that are exclusive to camping, exclusive to not being a private type affair. And that's where it's getting a little weird, because they're really not set up so much in the Philippines for camping. There are some camp areas, but there sure isn't much for car camping, because nobody does like car camping. I'm maybe one of the first people to do it in this area. They do some modern camping up in Manila and possibly Cebu, but this island, you know, maybe there's a few people here and there that might camp, but yeah, so it's kind of unique. And this, I wanted to stay in a safer place tonight that was behind a gate, that was a private property, so I didn't have to worry about anything. And I just think I'll have a little bit more peace of mind tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. Hi, you guys, so we're here at the resort at night, parking in the parking lot, car camping. I see the stars out there, and you probably can't really see them. Oh, there's a few out there you can kind of see now, I guess. But no, this kind of makes sense. It's very comfortable here. It's just pretty much me. A couple houses nearby and some workers staying at the top, and that's it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna give you my campfire talk. So we're sitting in my car here, and it's almost 8 p.m. Almost the time that I left. Well, close to the time that I left the rice field yesterday. Now, I'll tell you what happened. All right, good morning. It's morning sunrise. Can't beat that. Cannot beat that. All right, so I just got up. It's just about 5:30. So someone asked, how do I sleep here? Well, I close my eyes. You know, it's long enough in this X Trail for a 5'8" person, but the mat I have is not enough. It needs to be a little bit more padding, maybe a little bit firmer, maybe about that thick, and I'm like that thick, so I feel the ribbing in the floor. And yeah, it needs a little bit more than what I've got going on. So yeah, I feel some unevenness, and it's hard to get really comfortable at night. But on a 1 to 10, it's probably about a 4. It's better than sleeping on this gravel road. That would be about a 1. So 4 is not that bad. I got a shower and work on a video. So I got to get my routine going. And thinking about going to the Lvly tree either today or tomorrow. And have a coffee and some fruit. So just getting moving, man. Today is a new day. Today is a new day. Coffee's starting to get a little bit chunky. So that's how many chunks of coffee would you like in your coffee today? Oh, 2 or 3? Yeah, let's try 3. Oops. That looked tasty. This is called Cold Camping Morning Bean Water. We'll add a little water to our chunks. Kind of curious if this is going to emulsify okay. I don't know. I'll have to buy some new coffee. Not so well, I guess, so far. It is starting to dissolve slowly. We're going to have to work at it a little bit, I think. Give it a little bit of love. All right, it's starting to break down, it's starting to soften up. Hopefully this is going to work. Because I could use a jolt. No, I'm not what you call one of your normal coffee connoisseurs. I just want the caffeine. I don't need to get too crazy with it. I do occasionally like a good brew, a warm morning cup, but when it's hot in the Philippines, I kind of want something cooler. Having something cooler is what I'm all about in this temperature. So it's starting to come back to life. We shall have bean water. All right, as they say, bottoms up. Yeah, I could feel it already. That's pretty strong. So they have some traditional coffee that they make in this area that they have at a coffee shop that we'll visit again, that I've been to already. And the coffee's pretty strong here. It's no joke. And I think the people in Turkey would really appreciate Filipino coffee. They're quite the strong coffee drinkers. I think they could make a very strong coffee from the stuff that they have here, or a coffee syrup. I think that's what you call it, because it's so thick there, it's almost a syrup. Sunrise, bean water, new day. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Got my generator going. Got some stuff charging up. Just trying to enjoy the cool of the day. I have to download some clips this morning onto the computer and then go into town and edit. That's where we're at. Got to get some video rolling for you guys. That's why I'm here. I'm here to make memories. I'm here to make some videos. So that requires some hours of editing. And that's what I got to do now. So, all right, so this is my lazy man's morning office. Now, what I need to consider is the sunlight, how I'm set up, and how hot it's going to get early on, and how early to get up, because I got to just download clips off of here, but I really needed to charge some things up. My phone, my fan, the battery was dead, and I can't really charge that up at the cafe. So I got to run this generator for a while and charge my phones, and then I have to upload clips off of this phone onto the computer, which just requires a lot of waiting. So a few minutes just to get it to upload from here onto the computer, and then the wait time for the clips to actually get to the computer. That takes quite a while, and I don't know why I've got a really slow connection between the two. So in any event, this is my super quick mobile office, and then we'll take it to the cafe and do the real work. All right, you guys, I was told to come up here for the morning sunrise, and it's just starting to pop up. It's 5:30. I'm trying to hurry up here. Get up here. This is where we're at. Mt ElTonia restaurant. This is the place where I stayed 24 days. Look at that, you guys. Beautiful. Just starting to poke through. That's gorgeous. Let's see if I can sound that. Gorgeous sunrise, you guys. Just gorgeous. This is their pool here, you guys. So they just refilled it. It took about a night to fill, and it looks to be all natural spring filled. And I think this pool is actually, I want to say 7 to 8 foot deep, just a guess. It's pretty deep. All right, so I just thought I'd make a little LED night side chat video. It's about, what is it? Just before 3. I got to do something about this bed situation because this just does not feel comfortable, and I'm not sleeping right. I'm not sleeping good. I'm like waking up every couple hours. This has been going on for a while, so we got to do something. So I got a couple videos to upload today. I'm going to town. I'm gonna look for a mattress. I'm gonna have something made or something. I gotta do something. This ain't cutting it. So it's a little tight on the length, but I could scrunch up a little if I had to. It's just the unevenness of it all. Now they did offer for me to tent camp up there, but I still need something to smooth out the roughness. It's interesting being out here. You know, people are concerned about my safety. And I think about that from time to time. Like they had a yard light here that was on for 2 nights and I felt pretty good. But now the main yard light down by the gate is out mysteriously. So I'm like, okay, is that a sign? Is that, you never know, right? So, know your area really well. So if something did happen, you know where you're going to retreat to or go to or defend. Something to think about. So this car's got some amazing freaking lights, man. Amazing lights. I can light up the world with this car. It's got some great off-road gear, but yeah, you got to consider your options because you are somewhat vulnerable in a worst case scenario. In any event, I am enjoying the freedom. It is a bit of a mental mind challenge. I'm trying to think about what is right to consider and what is my mind wandering about things that aren't reality, or you know, I have a lot of people planted seeds. Oh, don't do this, don't do that, don't go here, don't go there. Be worried about this, be worried about that, you know? And in life, you have to go forward to some degree. You can't live in fear. You know, fear will steal everything from your life. And perfect love cast out all fear. Something to think about. Now, I was nervous to come to the Philippines. And had I not done that, I wouldn't have had all these amazing experiences. Now, had I not attempted this because people were afraid for me, I wouldn't have met some amazing people. I wouldn't have felt so welcome. But there is that little element of uncertainty. There is that little element of danger. And I guess it comes with anything rewarding, anything. So, I guess you go through that. You walk through that. You step through it. You run through it, whatever it takes. And hopefully, on the other end, there's the joy. So I noticed there's like a sweet spot between about 8 p.m. and 3. Those are the hours that you need to try to get some sleep through.
from about 3, everything starts to wake up. People are roaming around and going down the streets and getting ready for work. So, you know, you get through those times, you'll be fine. But normally that time's pretty quiet. So, you know, you should be okay. But those are the times that you could either stay awake through those times, or you can go to sleep through those times. So something to think about. You know, it depends. I mean, you could sleep during the day and you could work at night on your whatever you had to do. If you can do it in the dark, or do it with your lights. Keep yourself awake. If you're concerned about having any issues when you're out car camping, or you could go to a lighted area like a 7-Eleven or a hotel or a place where there is a guard all the time, and just kind of be in that place, and that would be okay too. And I've done that, and that's not a bad idea. So in any event, just another day to experience life above the ground, hopefully. Hopefully many more. So, you know, if you don't do anything in life that pushes you, if you don't do anything in life that challenges yourself and others, then it's going to be hard to grow, right? It's going to be hard to feel rewarded. I guess you'd say rewarded. It's going to be hard to feel rewarded in this life, because if you stay the same, that's pretty much what you're going to receive. So, yeah, push yourself, push others to climb higher, and I don't think you'll regret it. So, good night.
All right, guys, so I'm down in town in Canlaon City, and I'm looking for some mattresses, and I'm not seeing a lot of options. The mattresses they have are pretty thin. So we're gonna try over to Prince Hypermart. I didn't look there when I was there yesterday for mattresses. I didn't think about that, so.
Hey, Vern.